Hey Kickstarters, in this video I'm going to introduce you to the Raspberry Boom. And so here we have the Raspberry Boom. You can see it's the blue card, the blue hat that's sitting on top of a Raspberry Pi computer. The first thing I want to tell you is that the Raspberry Boom, given its small form factor, is compatible with the 3 Model B that you see here, the 2 Model B, the Model B, the Model B Plus, those are the older Raspberry Pi computers, and the newer ones as well, like the Pi Zero, the Pi Zero W. And so what the Raspberry Boom is actually made of is the Raspberry Pi computer, our board, and then the sensor. So here's the differential pressure transducer. There is usually a mechanical filter that we'll explain in another video that connects there. And then you have a differential pressure signal here that comes out analog, enters our board, and is converted to a digital signal that comes back down to the computer. We've been working on this a long time. Our collaboration traces back to quite a few years ago when we started working with an infrasound specialist and volcano seismologist named Jeffrey Johnson. And Jeffrey Johnson developed this sensor. It's called the InfraBSU. You can see that it's also differential. It has 2 inputs here. If you disarm this, you'll see that he's using the same pressure transducer we are, and you can see on the back of the board here that this is the version that he's developed at Boise State University. And so based on our experiences working with Jeff on volcanoes with this sensor, we decided to create our own, and about 2 years ago we came up with this prototype board. Right? So here's just the sensor, and this predated the Raspberry Shake project by quite a bit. But then with the success of the Raspberry Shake project, where we were able to bring you a sensor that was able to measure earth motion from earthquakes and other activities, we figured, well, if we can measure what's happening beneath your feet, why not measure what's above your feet as well? And so we came up with this prototype back in July that measures infrasound or changes in the atmosphere to allow you to do just that. In addition to creating the Raspberry Boom, we figured it would be cool to have a sensor that did both, measured what was happening below your feet and above your feet. And so this one is called the Raspberry Shake and Boom, right here next to my thumb. And so this has 2 inputs, 2 channels. There's the infrasound sensor, or the pressure transducer here, and then there's the geophone that measures earth motion. So both of these units are working at the same sample rate, 100 samples per second. And in the following videos, we'll show you some data, show you that these are working, and go into the details a little bit more.